Well, it's high summer and Still River Radio, and you can still hear the big cicadas in the trees. They must be big as golf balls or bigger. Uh, some people in Africa fry them up and eat them, so I don't know about doing that. Anyway, it's the end of August, and September 1st in Still River. The Polish American Club is getting ready for the Lost Pollack Day. And there's a statue outside on their front lawn, a monument to the lost Pollack, Karl Krasinski. Um, his first name Karl was really spelled Kral, the Polish way, but they changed it to Carl. And the story goes that he came over around the turn of the last century, 1900s. His sister gave him a ticket to come over on a ship, and he was supposed to meet her brother-in-law in Cincinnati. He was trained in Vienna as a baker. He could bake wonderful Viennese pastries, and he said he was Polish, but back then the boundaries of Poland were kind of shrinking and stretching all over the place. Um, and so he really was from some small town in Poland, which is, I think, now part of Germany, maybe. Anyway, he came over and he got on the train, the wrong train at Grand Central after getting to Ellis Island, and he ended up getting off in Still River because he realized he went too far on the wrong train. And he got here, but he ran out of money, and he came into town. I think he spoke maybe 3 words of English, and he wandered around looking for what to do, and if he could get a train to Cincinnati. And he saw the Polish American Club because the sign was written in English and in Polish, so he understood what it said. And he went up there, and there was 3 old geezers sitting at a round table in a corner with beer, hard-boiled eggs, and pickled sausages, playing pinochle or something. A little old tavern bar upstairs in the club, and an old pool table. And he went over, and one of them spoke Polish, and he told him his story. And they said they couldn't help him. You'd have to go all the way back to New York City. He didn't have money, and they said, well, you could stay here upstairs in the loft, in the attic, in the cot for a while, and till you get money. So he did, and he telephoned his sister-in-law, Cincinnati, the next day, and she said that the job fell through. His uncle got caught for racketeering or numbers rackets or horse racing, fixing horse race or something, gambling. He's in jail. He's not coming out. The bakery isn't starting. And so now here he is stuck and lost in Still River. And he's here, and he talks to the guys downstairs at the table, and he says, all plans fall through. He says, I need to get a job here. I said, well, what can you do? And he says, I can bake. So he got a job at the local Still River Bakery, which was in the Polish section of town. And in the interview, they said, well, what can you do here besides make the dough and sweep the floor and clean up. And I can make pastries. So they said, well, let's see. And he started in, and he made pastries like they've never seen or tasted before. And they put them out in the showcase. People bought them. Crowds started showing up. And the story goes on. But that's the story of the lost Pollack. And then on September 1st, before Labor Day, they have the lost Pollack Memorial Picnic. And they go out at night when they're well schnockered on Jägermeister and that sweet Polish brandy and beer, whatever. And they go out 12 at night and they put buckets around the monument of Karl, and they strip down their underwear and they have a speech saying, "We came to this country with nothing, and we didn't have a pot to piss in, and America has been very, very good to me," and they all take a leak in the bucket. And that's at 12 at night, so lucky no passers